Hello and welcome to this video. If you are reaching this video, you definitely have mermaid vibes. So if this is no coincidence. This is definitely no coincidence. Hello, my name is Michelle. I've been doing tarot and oracle readings for about 10 years, and I definitely feel like you're guided to be here. So if you are available to listen to this message, I would greatly appreciate it, and just let me know how you feel about it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if you like my vibe, don't forget to like, vibe, and subscribe, and let me know how you like this. So I'm super excited. So I want to ask that if you do have a moment, just sit down and take a nice deep breath for me. Whew. Yeah, let's go. All right. What message is for this collective? What message do we get for this collective? I was drawn to the Mermaid deck because the last reading I did, which was earlier, I felt called to talk about Ursula, and I was talking a lot about fear in that video. But I was talking about Ursula during the end, which was kind of cool. And so I just reached for the mermaids, and I was like, okay, if there's any messages for the collective, I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. So for this collective that is reaching this video, your message is a lot about finding safety within yourself and finding your inner sanctuary, at least so far. We got the mermaid who is in this bathtub, and I kind of think it's cool because I did a ritual earlier this morning with a ritual bath. I just used essential oils that my friend had made, and it was a fun time. I listened to a bunch of self-love music that I had in a playlist, and I just vibed. And so sometimes those things are what keep us close to our heart and closer to what creates pure joy and love and self-compassion within our heart. And I like the fact that the keywords for sanctuary here is talking about privacy, inviolate personal space, which, you know, that's a safe space, respected boundaries, and taboos. And so that's really interesting. It's really interesting because, like, I'm wondering if this collective is taking a moment and learning a lot about who they're safe around and who they need to keep things private from. Like, and it's not a secret. It's no secret. I literally heard it's not a secret. It's you're holding boundaries for yourself, like your autonomy. There's something about autonomy there, and giving yourself that permission to have that time for yourself and not ostracize yourself for having that time. Wow. Okay, that was powerful. That really got me in my feels for a moment. Because I had a situation happen earlier, and it was because of how my film, like I did a little film of what I did with my bathtub, doing the bathtub ritual thing, and things were mentioned about the bathtub that I couldn't outwardly, like, fix right away. The things that I couldn't fix right away. And maybe this is why this message is coming up again, so I can share it, because maybe I'm not the only one going through this, and it might be you might have gone through it earlier this week, earlier this month, or at the same time I did. But it was basically pointed out to me that something was wrong with my tub because it had stains on it. And I can't do anything about that. I really can't. And so the lesson that I got from that, and I don't think it was like a lesson as far as like I needed to learn this lesson, but I needed to have that experience to realize I am no longer going to tolerate being nitpicked for the things that I can't overly control. And I feel like it should be a golden rule. Like, you know, the golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated, right? But there should be another, like, maybe a platinum rule. And maybe that platinum rule should be along the lines of, if someone cannot fix it right away, like within 5 seconds, don't say anything. Like, leave it alone, right? So, like, you come across someone whose zipper's unzipped, right? And since you want to spare them in the embarrassment of their zipper being unzipped, you know, like, sometimes people shout it, and hey, your zipper's unzipped. But, like, there's ways you can go about it. You can go about it by going and approaching the person, right? You're a girl, I'm a girl, or, you know, the guys do it too. You know, like, take the guy aside, hey, just want to let you know, your zipper's unzipped. Oh, shoot. That can be fixed in 5 seconds. Unless they forgot that the jeans don't work, and that's a whole other matter, right? They're like, well, thank you for letting me know, but these jeans are the only ones that I have clean. You know, there's circumstances where stuff like that happens too. But, you know, you don't always know, and maybe that's the thing I had to learn about the video, is I did delete the fact that I did, like, just scrub my tub. I just scrubbed my tub, and the person had to leave a comment about it. And I'm like, you can't stop people from making comments, but it really hurt my feelings. It made me feel embarrassed. It made me feel like I was sharing something truly vulnerable, like something close to my heart. I chose to put it out there, and it made me feel like it didn't make me feel. So I ended up reacting or feeling embarrassed. So I'm going to take accountability there, is I ended up feeling embarrassed. My embarrassment came from reading that, and that's how my body responded. And I tried telling myself when it happened, I go, the person probably meant well, and they're not trying to be mean or anything. But the thing is don't gaslight yourself. Let yourself feel. You're allowed to feel how you want to. Not want to, but you're allowed to feel how you feel. If you're angry about something, you're allowed to feel those things. You're allowed to feel the sting of dreams being crushed. Like, I'm not an aesthetic witch. I am not an aesthetic witch. My stuff is messy. But for once, I actually had it to where I felt it was pretty enough for me, and it was almost the equivalent of saying Stitch makes San Francisco, and, like, going through and crushing it and breaking it. Like, instead of me making sand biscuits, like, instead of me doing it, it was just like someone else just came in and destroyed what I felt about it. I was very proud of myself. And I know me sharing that is very vulnerable, and I'm still processing it, and I'm trying not to beat myself up about like, why'd you let it bother you? It bothered me so much because it reminded me of all the times I've been nitpicked as a child because I missed a spot. Because I missed a spot. I was a freaking teenager cleaning my own bathroom. And yeah, I missed spots because I'm in the rush to get it done because I need to get other things done, or I'm going to get yelled at for not getting those things done. So, what do you want from me? I needed to get that off my chest. Please know that if you are watching this video and the things I say and the things that I do seem unconventional or unprofessional, I'm a human. I'm not a robot, and I don't know why I feel like I need to explain that. I shouldn't have to explain that, but I felt the need to explain it because it's okay. I want to make it perfectly clear for you as well, it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let yourself feel things. You're not a robot. I'm not a robot. We are human beings having a human experience, and we need to stop ostracizing ourselves. We need to stop gaslighting ourselves when we're feeling things. Let ourselves feel it. Because as soon as you let yourself feel it, do you notice, like, as soon as you let yourself get angry and you throw a box, you rip it up, or you do something healthy, like you're not hitting anybody, you're doing something else to get that anger out. Like maybe you're punching a punching bag. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know what you do. But if you're a person that doesn't want to hurt somebody, you're doing something healthier to excuse me. You're doing something easier for you to get that anger out. Like, get it out of your body. Because the more you hold it in, the more you hold in your spark, the more you hold in that anger, what you're doing to yourself is you're creating blobs in your lava lamp that don't belong in your lava lamp. You are a lava lamp. And you have beautiful pink colors like this, the jellyfish here. You have these beautiful pink colors. The pink colors are your light, your heart, your essence. But when you're angry and you're holding yourself back from allowing that anger to be released and exhaled, completely exhaled, like breathe in love and let it go all the way down your body and breathe out that anger. Like, if you have to breathe into that pillow, like, then do it. Something. Let it out. get it out of your body. The more you're angry and the more you're holding up onto it, it's going to impact you. Not only physically, but it's going to impact you here too. I hope that this gets through to whoever I'm talking to, and that you know you are powerful. You are a being that deserves your dream of whatever your dream is. You deserve to be happy just as much as you allow other people to be happy, or you provide that light for other people around you. You don't have to dim your light. The dreams card is talking about vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teachings. Literally, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, like in sleep. Your sleep dreams, like those have messages, but also pay attention to your actual dreams too. Like, your actual dreams are real. There's a reason why you have the desire to paint a portrait of your favorite president. I don't know why I was like president came to mind, but like painting a portrait of your favorite president. Like, you have a desire to do that. There's a reason for that desire. You are doing it for something that's bigger than yourself. What is the last message this person needs from me before I go? I'm going to do the shadow work cards as well. So, we got visions. Whoever I'm talking to, you already have, like, psychic abilities. Or, psychic senses, like clairaudience, clairvoyance. I feel like clairvoyance is a big one because visions came up. So, that makes sense. You may have a strong sense of intuition, too. I love this mermaid, too. This mermaid energy. Look at all that. Look at that mermaids. Those mermaids. So, these are your mermaids. I'm going to go ahead and see what shadow work cards you guys get for this collective. What shadow work cards, ooh, there was one, does this collective get? Okay. Ooh, that one came, wow, okay. Do you have any more? We're going to do 4. I heard the number 4. Okay, 2 more. 2 more for this collective. Ooh. Out of these ones. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to shuffle this many. Okay. I'm gonna pick that one. And then we're going to pick that. Like, I picked the 2 middle ones, of course. Okay. So let's talk about the shadow work cards. These shadow work cards are pretty cute. Alright, they're just cards with words on them, so I'm just gonna read them off to you. But yeah, these are giving you the ideas of what they're about. Boom. Okay, so you got negativity, you got boundaries, you got egocentric, and greed. So negativity. Let go of the pessimistic attitude. It's getting old. Think of something positive right now. Shift your thinking. Pay attention. Like, when you're holding on to things, let them go. When you're angry, I'm mentioning this because I know someone that does this, and I love this skill for her. This is such a gift. She was saying how she feels like, for her, when she writes things down, she forgets. And I told her, I go, you don't realize how much of a gift that actually is. And she goes, what do you mean? I go, well, if you're angry and you sit there and you're writing in a journal, and that journal is like your rage journal, having a rage journal might be good for you. And being able to write in that rage journal and get it all out. Get it all out on paper and forget about it. Forget about it. Or if you want to balance it out, right? You have your rage journal. All right, you did your rage. What was your win for the day? What was your win for the day after you let out all that rage? Maybe your win was the fact that you wrote in your rage journal. Yeah, that might remind you to look at your rage journal and see what you wrote, because you're like, what did I write? And then you're like, I'm so glad that I released that. And once you go back to, if you go back to your rage journal after a while, eventually you're going to get to the place where you're like, okay, I need that gone. Like, let's burn that. I'm over it. Like, burn it. Safely, of course. Safely burn it. But anyways, let's talk about boundaries. Boundaries came up. Boundaries. So boundaries. Develop healthy boundaries to make sure you are emotionally and mentally stable. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. If you can so easily say no to yourself, yeah. If you can so easily say no to yourself because you choose someone else over yourself, you can say no to the other person. Yeah, someone needed to hear that. I felt that. I want to say that again for the people in the back. Okay? You are so good at saying no to yourself. Get good at saying no to other people. Say yes to yourself. You want to do that self, maybe you want to do a self-care bath after all this, and you're like, now I want to take a self-care bath. Then do it. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because I said so. You could be like, okay, no, Michelle, I don't want to do that because you said so. Don't do something because someone said so. And it's okay to say, no, I don't have the energy for that. Honor yourself. Honor yourself. Don't be so negative, and honor yourself with the boundaries and being able to say no. Maybe that negativity has nothing to do with you. I just heard myself say that. Maybe the negativity has nothing to do with you and someone had to nitpick. Okay, I needed to hear that. Egocentric. Not everyone shares the same perspective as you. Listen to others, you may just learn something new. Not everyone shares the same perspective as you. Listen to others, you may just learn something new. That's freaking amazing. That's a good thing to think about, ain't it? Lastly, you got greed. You are too attached to things in an excessive way. Nothing good comes out of it. It's funny how that has that why you so obsessed with me energy. Obsession can be greedy a little bit. We obsess over a lot of different things, so that makes sense. And people tie greed to money, but greed can be anything. It could be people, it could be things. A lot of people could look at what Ariel did, right? That's hoarding. That's a little bit of hoarding. She's hoarding things. That can come off as a little greedy, depending. Yeah. I don't know why I had to say that, but yeah. I like making that reference. And no shade toward, those movies or nothing. It's just, it's a perspective shift. Interesting. So, don't forget to like, vibe, and subscribe. I hope this message gets to who it needs to, and that you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Much love. Bye.